Buccaneers, today we're going to unbox and review another expansion from Unmatched. This new set is called Little Red Riding Hood vs. Beowulf, and it's from Restoration Games. It's for ages 9 and up, 2 players. It takes 20 minutes to play, and now I'm going to read the back. In battles, there are no equals, and then on the top they have some descriptions for Little Red, and they show Little Red's figure, and you can see every single detail in the front, and the huntsman, and Beowulf, and Weagle. And then they show the contents: 2 miniature figures, 2 sidekick tokens, 4 health dials, 63 cards, 3 door tokens, 3 rage tokens, 1 game board, and instructions. Okay? And now let's unbox. Let's open it. Okay, so first there's the instructions that teaches you how to play. You can punch out the dials. This is Little Red and the Huntsman, and the Huntsman is one of the only sidekicks with 9 health. And here is Beowulf and Weagle, and on the bottom they're range tokens and the door tokens. That is a new tactic to the board, which I like. And instead of putting 0 at the end once they're dead, they put the end. Okay. Here is the new map that's on 2 sides. This side just shows you more of the artwork. On the other side is just the regular, but they're both the same map. And the map is called Hero. Okay. Then, now for the miniatures. Here is Beowulf. There's a knife, and then there's the shield that he has. He looks kind of like King Arthur. Here's Little Red. Wow, this is so tiny for a miniature. Red's so tiny. But that's why she's called Little Red. Little. She's little. And she's a wolf in this miniature. Okay. And then here is Weagle, and here's the Huntsman. And now for Little Red's cards. So the hero's Little Red. She's melee attacks, and the starting health is 14. The Huntsman is ranged and has 9 health. Oh yeah, and the Huntsman's the sidekick with ranged attacks. They both move 2, and the powers resolve an effect on a card you play if the symbol next to the effect matches the item in your basket. At the start of the game, place Little Red's basket in your discard pile. Okay, and here's Little Red's basket. And on top shows the symbol of wild. And Little Red has the matching symbols that if you have that symbol on the bottom, then you can use that effect. Okay, so I'm going to show you some cards. It's a 4-tack. It's for Little Red. It has the wolf pelt symbol, so that's what's going to be in your basket. And if you have the knife symbol, then it says you may play this card as a defense card, which is nice because if you don't have any defense cards and that's on top of your death, then you can use that as a defense. So that's what big ears you have. And then next, this one is a powerful huntsman card. It's a sneak card. It's a huntsman, and the symbol is it looks like a flower or something. and then it says, and the title's a Grimtail, and it says Little Red recovers 2 health. But if you have the wolf pelt sign, it says Little Red recovers 4 health instead. And there's 2 of them, which you can heal 8 health. Okay, here's a defense card. It's a 2 defense. It's called the wolf skin. And there's a knife, a 2 boost value, and there's 3 of them. And if you have the wolf symbol, I keep finding cards with wolf symbols. I don't know why. If you have the wolf symbol after combat, draw 2 cards, which is not the best, but it's okay. What's in my basket? It's a 4 versatile, which means you can do attack or defense. It's for Little Red. It has the wild symbol, which is nice because wild you can do anything, any symbol, and then it has the 3 boost value, and there's 4 of them. It's very rare to see 4. And next is Beowulf. Okay, so Beowulf is the hero. It has melee attacks. Starting health is 17, which is pretty high, just 1 less than King Arthur. And then Beowulf is his sidekick with 9 health again, but melee. And then they can each move 2. And the powers, Beowulf starts with 1 rage. When Beowulf is dealt damage, he gains 1 rage. Beowulf has a maximum of 3 rage, meaning that each time he gets hurt, he gains 1 rage. Let's start with a very nasty card for sidekicks. It's a 3 attack. It's for Beowulf, 3 boost value. There's 2 of them, and it says no contest, apathetic. After combat, if you attacked a sidekick and won combat, you may spend 3 rage and defeat that sidekick. That's a nasty card. The Beowulf cards are pretty good. Okay. So Beowulf, it's a 3 defense for Beowulf. There's 3 of them, and it's 1 defense. And it says immediately you may spend 2 rage to deal damage to opposing fighter equal to the printed value of their card. So that was a pretty nasty one. It can never be canceled. And there's 3 of them. Okay, next card. Here's a scheming card for Beowulf, which can put Beowulf in a good place. Beowulf deals 1 damage to each adjacent fighter. If Beowulf was deal damage this way, gain 1 action. Now we're going to do a couple of live streams, and I'm going to play both of them, 1 for each live stream, and come back with my final thoughts. So final thoughts for Unmatched Little Red Riding Hood versus Beowulf. I thought that the boards were very nice, how there's a new tactic that you can open and close doors. And I like how they give you different variety of the board, how it's the same board but double-sided, but I still wish that there was 1 board for Little Red and 1 for Beowulf instead of 1 for Beowulf that's double-sided. But I like the new design, how you can see more of the artwork, but I prefer the old design on just the circle that's filled in with the zones. So my favorite card from Little Red is What Terrible Mouth You Have, because even though it's just a 2 defense, if you have, I think it was a knife symbol, if you have the knife symbol, you can just deal damage equal to the value of your opponent's attack card, which is nice because it can be like 6 damage. My favorite Huntsman card is probably a Grimtail because it's only a 2 recovery, but if you have, I think it was a Wolfsbane symbol, if you have that symbol, you get to recover 4 instead. Now for Beowulf. My favorite card was No Contest, Apathetic, because even though it's just a 3 attack, you can spend 3 rage to just defeat that sidekick and get it out of the game if you want the combat, which is nice because then you can get rid of some sidekicks like Watson, Jabberwock, and the Huntsman, which has 9 health, which is a lot. And my favorite card from League Off is probably the one that you can deal 1 damage to each fighter adjacent because it can help get rid of like 1-point sidekicks, and also if Beowulf's right next to you, he gains 1 rage and you gain an action even though he takes 1 hit point. Overall, I really like this set and all the new characters that come with it. And if this looks fun to you, you can purchase this at the link in the description. Bye bye. Look, okay, I'm not gonna fall, it's very tight in here.